There's this guy I know. His name is Joey Panek. He's originally from upstate New York. When he was a kid, he had these dreams of being big on the Broadway stage. He said, "Someday you'll see my name in lights." And so he set off for the Big Apple. He gave it his best shot. But somewhere along the way, he grew tired of chasing stars. So he altered course and set out on a path that took him from the stage and into the digital landscape. There, he embraced the experiences of his past and put his whole life out there for the world to see, warts and all, even a little dog named Lulu. Wouldn't you know it? That turned out to be a good idea.
I have become my own product. Like my personality, I've decided to use as a product. So it's like I'm selling any kind of t-shirts or a business or a service, but it's actually my personality. It sounds egotistical when I say it out loud, but everything that I put out there is on purpose.
It's intentional.
Yeah, it's intentional. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but I definitely know, like, okay, yeah, this fits with what I want to put out there, so I'll broadcast this. People think that I'm just have fun all day and that I'm just playing, which I am.
You are.
That's true. But everything is intentional, and it's always been this way. Even when I was an actor before, like when on my own social media, my goal was always, how many people can I make laugh with this status update, or how many people can I get to interact with me on this picture? And that's a business even before it was a business here. And I didn't realize that, but I kind of have brought that here.
Your favorite movie?
Raiders of the Lost Ark, and no one knows that.
What?
Because
Raiders of the Lost Ark?
I know.
Wait.
I swear to God.
How?
It has everything. It has humor, it has action, it has romance, and it has an element of fantasy. It is like the perfect movie.
Where is the desire to make people laugh, to make people feel happiness? Where is that coming from?
You know, it comes from the fact that I feel that a lot. I recently, this is weird, but I recently asked my brother if he was happy, and he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, but do you like experience true joy? And he said, yeah, probably like a couple times a year. And I was like, because I can honestly say that I experience it every day, multiple times a day, but at least every day I feel some sort of joy that pushes me through to the next thing. And I'm sad to realize that not everyone experiences that. And there is a part of me, truly honestly, that wants other people to experience that and also wants to be associated with that. Okay. Like I want when people look at me to be like, oh yeah, to feel good.
Gotcha. So where does that come from? I mean, was it unhappy childhood? I mean, what's the baggage?
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, and the way that you got attention in the house was to make everyone laugh or be loud. And so that's kind of carried me through. And I think that took me to my first career as an actor, was always like, I want attention, I want feedback, I want, you know, everything was for the audience's response. And that, a lot of that's still with me, of course it is. I'm not so secure that I'm like, oh, I don't need it. I need it every day. Right. But now I get it digitally, which is weird, but I reach more people doing it online and doing the videos and you know, posting something stupid or silly or bizarre. The things that I thought were weird about me as a kid are the things that I am now doing videos about, because I'm like, well, maybe someone else is weird that way, or maybe someone will find it funny or identify with it, and then they won't be afraid to own those things. A lot of my friends that still do theater are like, oh, it's really sad that you're not acting anymore. You know, well, you know, what a shame. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I act every day. But when I do it, it goes online as opposed to it happens once in a dinner theater and then it's over.
Greatest actor?
Oh God, male or female?
Both, either.
Oh God, this is a hard one. This is weird. I'm gonna say female. Well, Meryl Streep, obviously. Lisa Kudrow. I know, she's amazing. And you know why she's amazing? Because you think that she's Phoebe and she's not, because if you see her in other stuff, she's great. And she's really good at improv.
How do you make money?
That's a good question. The way that I make money actually is distribution. And that's my goal right now, is to build up my distribution to the point where I can say to somebody, I reach X number of people. So if you want X number of people to know about your business, product, location, restaurant, whatever, then you can advertise on my site. But the difference is I don't want to do content advertising anymore, where someone pays me like, hey, will you wear this this brand of sneakers and talk about it? Because then you end up, they're dressing you and telling you where to eat and where to go, and I think that's pretty transparent.
Okay, so you're looking to create an authentic character.
It's like I'm still trying to deliver a product that I know people will watch and interact with, and if you want your advertising around it, that's okay. Now, don't get me wrong, if some resort was like, hey, would you come stay here? Or someone wanted to send me on a cruise, I wouldn't be like, no, I do my own content. I mean, I would take that.
Sell out.
Hey, listen, I'll wear it proudly.
Favorite color?
Purple.
Why?
It's the new black. No, it's very nice. It's a pretty color, but it's still masculine.
You were one of the first people that walked in the door at the HuB'd, when the HuB'd was first born, whatever you want to say, created, and you walked in the door, and you didn't really have a path. You didn't say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build Joey Panek the brand.
No. I wasn't ready to make a leap as an entrepreneur, so what we ended up doing was using my background as acting as my entry in. But when I look back, I was an entrepreneur when I was an actor. I just did not realize it. And I probably would have been a more successful actor if I would have realized it. But I mean, everyone is their own entrepreneur. Like no company will ever own you and carry you to your deathbed, you know? I mean, I guess you in some cases you're lucky if that happens, or maybe you're not lucky, but no, you're always an entrepreneur. At any point, anything could go or come, and you are the only thing that you're left with, you know? And so it's like whatever tools you have to fall back on, which is my acting background and my sparkling personality.
Your best feature?
My best feature is that I laugh and I like to have a good time.
Worst feature?
Worst feature is that I get really moody really quick.
You?
Yeah.
No.
No, I do. When no one's around, like when these are off, I'm gonna be like, grrr!
People ask, what is the HuB'd? And I don't think that's a question that none of us can really answer in a nugget, in a soundbite. Here in Sarasota, people are still trying to understand or put their heads around it. Why is that going to work in Sarasota? I mean, that's something you think about Silicon Valley, New York City, maybe some of the bigger cities, but Sarasota, it's a population of 50,000, quiet little city on the Gulf Coast where people come because the sand is nice.
Right, and their grandparents live here or something.
Exactly, yeah.
I think it works in Sarasota because Sarasota has not yet rounded the bend. So if you try to do this in Manhattan, how are you going to know that it worked? You know what I mean? Like Manhattan's already vibrant and there's already tons. Even, you know, a slightly smaller city, but there's something about Sarasota, like there's so much promise and it just hasn't happened yet. It's like a pimple about ready to form, you know?
That's gross.
I know, that's not a good analogy. It's like a cake about to rise. It's like something about to happen. Like it hasn't happened yet. All the ingredients are there. There's these art colleges and the digital graduates and there's so much happening and there's schools here and there's young people that are deciding to stay. I don't know. I knew a Sarasota before I worked at the HuB'd that now, once I came into the HuB'd, I was like, whoa, there's a whole, it's almost an underground, but it's not intentionally underground. It's just, you don't know about it.
Words of inspiration from Joey Panek. You've probably never been put in that position, but there are a lot of people who do watch you. They're discovering the brand. They're learning about the hobby every day, more and more people, right? So what do you have to say to other entrepreneurs, other people, other struggling actors out there who think, you know, or it doesn't have to be an actor. It can just be anybody who's thinking about a direction in life, a purpose in life.
I think the biggest thing that I've discovered this year is that whatever it is about you that is unique, don't try to hide it or suppress it anymore. Like, put that right to the forefront. And I think that is a theme that kind of carries through in everything that we are doing here.
If you'd like to find out more about what Joey is up to and all of his crazy antics, be sure to check out HuB'dJoey.com. And as always, if you want to stay in the loop about what's happening here at the HuB'd and who's happening, visit us at hubsarasota.com. I'm Lucas Colavecchio. We'll catch you next time.